SmackDown is in Manchester, New Hampshire tonight, and the show has some pressure on it because Raw last night did the lowest rating since September of 2016, and that the episode of Raw that week was the presidential debate for the election that year. So that was because of the election. There was also a football game, so they had an excuse. This show was the lowest rated Raw since then, I think, or maybe it even been worse. This was just a horrible fucking edition of Raw and a go home show. So tells you the interest in WWE. I'm happy to see it. No competition, and shoves it right up WWE's ass. That's what we're fucking thinking of your product. So hopefully SmackDown's better. Starts out with Miz TV, Kane and Daniel Bryan are the guests. So Daniel Bryan wants to punch Miz in the face. He gets a big pop, but Kane keeps stopping him. That's kind of the story. I don't know. It seems like Miz might interfere in the match. It might be Miz and Daniel Bryan at SummerSlam because Kane has to be the mayor soon. So Kane keeps stopping him. By the way, I hate Team Hell in those fucking t-shirts. It looks like shit. If you look at it upside down, it looks like a damn vagina. I'm not lying. That might be one of the worst shirts I've ever seen. And then finally this promo is interrupted by the Bludgeon Brothers, who come out with their sledgehammers and they brawl. And then Sanity comes out. And then after Sanity comes out. The New Day come out since. Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention it's New Day and Sanity in a tables match, 6-man tables match. I'm thinking to myself, why isn't that on the main show? That match is gonna be good. People like tables matches. That should be on the main show. Demote Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt in their fucking match. That's on the main show. The B team against Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt, while Sanity and the New Day and the tables match is on the pre-show. Fuck that. So it turns into a brawl, and then the upper hand goes to Sanity and the Bludgeon Brothers, who kind of work together. They beat the holy fuck out of these guys. There's like bodies everywhere. There's lying everywhere. They destroyed the New Day. They destroyed Daniel Bryan and Kane. Daniel Bryan's laid out. New Day's laid out. They beat the hell out of Sanity, and the Bludgeon Brothers are teaming up. They teach a stare down, and then a whole bunch of security guards and a whole bunch of WWE personnel, like a bunch of losers, come out to stop it. And we're on it for a while, so this was definitely a long segment. This was a good segment. I liked it. I thought it was good. It was a long beat down, and I thought this was fine. So you have AJ and Nakamura. Oh, here we go. One more time, AJ and Nakamura. So it's a non-title match. So Rusev and Aiden English are on the commentary. During the match, there's a spot where Nakamura was about to hit the Kinshasa on AJ Styles on the outside, but AJ moves out of the way and Nakamura hits Aiden English. And then AJ gets back in the ring. Him and Nakamura, he's about to finish Nakamura, hit him with a phenomenal forearm, and then Rusev pulls him down. So AJ wins by disqualification. And after the match, you have Rusev beat down AJ Styles, kick his ass for a while. And Nakamura's about to hit the Kinshasa on AJ Styles. Rusev has him set up, but then Jeff Hardy comes out, makes the save. Jeff looked a little slow coming to the ring, but then Paige comes out and channeling her inner Teddy Long. She makes a tag match. It's Rusev and Nakamura against Hardy and Styles. So the match went on for a while again. Styles was there for a while. And Hardy tagged in. Hardy was about to finish the match. He was about to hit the twist to hit the his swanton on Rusev, but then Nakamura crotched him on the turnbuckle, and then Rusev hits a big kick. Rusev pins Jeff Hardy, so Rusev and Nakamura get the victory here. Match was okay. Went on for quite some time actually, but not the tag match. The whole segment kind of went on for a while. You had James Ellsworth being bitched out by Carmella. She says if he doesn't take care of Asuka, she's going to beat him up worse. And then she'll beat up Asuka at Extreme Rules. So it's a lumberjack match. I do not want to see this fucking match again. I don't know. Maybe Asuka might win. I have a feeling Asuka's going to win at Extreme Rules. I could be wrong. Probably will be wrong, but something tells me Asuka's taking that match. So before the match, I show Ellsworth backstage again, and it's Asuka and Ellsworth, the lumberjack match. So a lot of them beat down Ellsworth. They showed something of Becky and Naomi carrying Ellsworth back to the ring, so they beat him up. I mean, they did this before they fired Ellsworth, in October. They fired him. What they did was they had all the one beat him up in a lumberjack match. They had Becky Lynch kick his ass. They had her tap him out. And they had Carmella turn on him. So, like, all the girls turned on Ellsworth. They all beat him up, and he got fired, like, a few days later. Here it's like, they have Ellsworth there for Carmella to get the heat off Carmella because they know Carmella is fucking terrible as champion and she's bombing and the crowd hates her and not in a good way. That's what the problem is with Carmella. They know she's fucking terrible. They know they want their hot blonde. They want that blonde they can push. Like Vince McMahon loves his blondes. It's only a blonde. It can never be a brunette. Has to be the blonde. Always says champion. They want Alexa Bliss and Carmella. They have the look they want. That's all they care about. So that's why Carmella's in this position. They realize she is fucking terrible. She is horrible. She's a horrible wrestler. She can't fucking talk. Her promos suck. All it is screeching and yelling. All she does is fucking moonwalk and screech and scream during her matches. Her matches are fucking terrible. She's probably the worst women's wrestler on the main roster, I think. I don't think there's anyone worse. Maybe Dana Brooke, but Dana Brooke never wrestled, so I don't know if you can still count her. Carmella is fucking atrocious. She is a fucking bum. She is terrible in every single sense of the word. She's a horrible wrestler. She sucks on the mic. All she can do is moonwalk, and she dresses up like a slut, and that's why she's champion. I think she is fucking terrible. So anyway, this match, Asuka and Ellsworth, again, it goes on for a while. Finally, Asuka gets Ellsworth to tap out. We all knew that would happen. After the match, like, Ellsworth sprays Asuka in the face with something, and then Carmella hits a super kick, and they lay her out, so Carmella got the heat. I mean, the last pay-per-view match they had, Asuka tap out the SmackDown before, and Carmella beat her at Money in the Bank. Here, Carmella lays her out, so I don't know. Maybe it's a good time, but I wouldn't bet on it. Maybe Asuka wins, but who knows. So they show this thing with the New Day and Team Hell No in the back. It was a fun segment. It was kind of cool. I mean, it's something you can just enjoy watching because you know what, Kane's probably going to go in a while. It's a funny segment. Dan O'Brien might not be here. It's the New Day. They're not going to be there forever. It was just a goofy segment. It went on for a while. They did this thing with Kane mentions NSYNC. And everyone looks at him weird. He mentions NSYNC on SmackDown. I don't know. I mean, I guess Vince probably only knows it from 1999. It's the last time NSYNC was really relevant. It was not 99, the early 2000s. I think that makes sense because I think that was the last time Vince McMahon actually tried making good wrestling shows. So, I mean, that's why he remembers NSYNC because the last 17 years have been a blur because he's been phoning it in for 17 years. Jeez. Anyway, they have Carmella there, and Paige comes there, and she announces it's Carmella and Asuka in a shark cage match, and James Ellsworth is going to be in the fucking shark cage. So we have another gimmick match. So I think Carmella's winning for sure. I think Ellsworth is going to fuck the match up. He's to help Carmella win. He's going to send a key or something. Yeah, he might even do. They did that thing with Enzo last year. He fit through in between the bars. When Enzo was in a shark cage match with Cass and Big Show at SummerSlam, they had that thing when he can fit through the bars. Don't be surprised if they do that exact same spot with Ellsworth, and he's going to help Carmella win the match. Oh, fuck. This guy is just fucking terrible. Yeah, Carmella's winning. So then he had Andrade Cien Almas out with the beautiful Zelina Vega. He's finally facing Sin Cara, and they had a really good match. They had a good match here. Almas gets the victory. It's finally, I haven't seen Almas in so long. He's just going to get lost in the shuffle. I mean, he won't be Ty Dillinger or anything. It's just God, they bring these guys up, and they just get completely lost in the shuffle, especially on SmackDown, because SmackDown is only 2 hours, so it's easier to get lost in the shuffle, I guess, on SmackDown, even though you have a better chance of getting over because the booking on Raw sucks. Although the booking on SmackDown's not very good either. Carmella's champ. They run down the Extreme Rules card. They have Sanity cutting up from Killian Dane, then Alexander Wolf and Eric Young. It was fine. And then they were cutting it with the Bludgeon Brothers. So main event, you have a big tag match. You have Kane, Daniel Bryan, and New Day against Alexander Wolf, Killian Dane, Eric Young, Eric Rowan, and Luke Harper. So it's a 10-man tag. Yeah, big match to end the show. Another tag match. I mean, you had this twice on this fucking show with, it's SmackDown. It's like a Teddy Long show. What are you going to say? It's Teddy Long's back. The match went on for a while. I just feel like they're phoning it in. I don't know. It feels like the writing is so lazy. It feels like everyone's phoning it in. No one has any fresh ideas with WWE. It just feels like, all right, we'll get through Extreme Rules. Extreme Rules is a throwaway show. It's a show that means absolutely nothing, and I think they'll half-ass it. It'll probably be a shitty show, and then they're gonna start to build to SummerSlam. It's like they're completely phoning everything in. It's like unless it's like a WrestleMania, Royal Rumble, or SummerSlam build-up, it's like they don't even try, and even those build-ups kind of sucked. The WrestleMania build-up was not good, so I don't have high expectations for a SummerSlam build-up this year. So, yeah, at the end of this match, Daniel Bryan got the victory on Eric Young. So what I think's going to happen, I think Daniel Bryan and Kane are definitely losing on the show. I think New Day will also lose, but Daniel Bryan got the victory, or Daniel Bryan gets a victory for his team, and then they celebrate. And then Daniel Bryan gets Kane's pyro to go. That was kind of a cute spot at the end, but New Day and Team Hell No will get the victory. It was a fun, and this is SmackDown. It feels like the show is just going nowhere. It's so boring. The whole product is just very stale. I'm not excited at all for Extreme Rules. I have no interest. Even though SmackDown was not too bad tonight, I mean, it did not get my interest at all for Extreme Rules.